for Lala.
God wants.
Wait, Rabs. Let him finish, then you get to go, and then the one's done.
Yeah. So he wants to say that follows. If he wanted it, no, that doesn't follow. Jesus can have conflicting desires. He can want them to know. A lot of it doesn't. That is not the same as saying that he's accountable, or you don't get to say he's accountable. You don't know that. He didn't do it unless you knew that he was. Then you could say that he did it, and then the question is that even wrong? That's a further question. But you don't get to just say that he did that. Done. Go ahead, Ralph.
So either Jesus wants them to perceive him as a male or a female, or he doesn't. Well, that's fine. Or he either wants them to perceive him as a female or female. Either it's the case that Jesus was not powerful enough to make his will come through, or it's the case that he was being deceptive. So I will choose the Christian answer and say God wanted, in your hypothetical, God would have wanted to have all power. He's all powerful because that's the power of God. Now, I could say God wants to be deceptive, but I'm going to say instead, I'm going to say God's all powerful, and therefore they're deceived, right? So you can say God's not all powerful, and therefore He couldn't make them perceive one way or the other. That's also fine. But I'm not wanting God to be all powerful. If you're saying God does not have the power to make them deceive one way or the other, that's fine. Just say that. Jesus did not have the power to make himself perceived in the way he chose to be perceived.
Yeah, listen to your flound-bend-run response, okay? Absolutely flound-bend-run, okay? It's not a dichotomy. It isn't that it is either the case that he's all-powerful and he wanted them to be this way, and so they were, or he's not all-powerful and they became that way on their own or whatever, and then he didn't, okay? No, that's not it, not at all. He can be all-powerful, and it's the case that he gives them the freedom to interact with things, come to improper conclusions, etc., and still desire that they don't. That he is a woman, he did not. There's nothing about what I said, nothing about what I stipulated, that he deceived them intentionally, or did any of that made them to be deceived. You said he did deceive them, and you didn't substantiate it, and this is why you're an absolute...
I'll try it again. So could he, if he had desired to make it such that his perception was that of a female, or sorry, of that of a male, could he have succeeded? Let me finish the question.
Finish the question, Rapsco. Andy's going to answer the question, then we're done. No more responses. We're done with this. Jesus looked like a woman. Thank you.
Totally believe that. If Jesus wanted to, could he have been 3 feet away from him what gender he was? Is that possible that Jesus could have done that? Did he have power to do that?
I think he had the causal power to do something like that, yep. Based on what I stipulated. That it's the case that Jesus deceived those people when they concluded that, and he doesn't have the information to say that. He's an absolute horrible reasoner, as he normally is, and there we go. Love you, Rapsco. Kiss.
Thank you, Andy.
Hi, Mirna. How are you, Mirna? Good to see you.
Stop it.
Okay, and we are done with that.
Okay, James, I'd like you to meet my good friend Mirna.
I know her.
What did Thule mean, Mirna?
He was my favorite author.
Is it like Michael Thule?
No, you dumbass.
Okay. Would you drop a hot 16 for us, Mirna?
She's not happy with you right now. And she's like letting you have her.
Miranda does get kind of upset at me sometimes.
This is the longest conversation you've ever had with Rob Scuttle?
No, I've had one where I spanked him for a very long time. But this was just a quick little couple spankings he needed. What was it, 3 in a row? He's wrong on Mark 6'5". He's wrong on the woman, the faith flowing through her, or throwing, through his garment, all that. The power flowing through his garment. And then he was wrong on, or he said something very stupid about, Jesus deceiving these people who mistook him for a woman from afar. Anyway, 3 spankings in a row. Love you. I love that you have like the most not like partially committed. You're like, just to be clear, actually, I got stuff to do.
I would like to say you're all going to hell.
Thank you, Paymars.
Going to offer Husband Hotel Season 1 for all the Calvinists out there. It is an awesome cartoon to watch. Definitely so.
That's kind of your P-Mars to think of that. I'm wondering how you got back up on stage.
Because Deepak will invite anybody up.
So Andrew, when I do decide to end this room in a little, are you going to go, start your own or go to Chillism? Also, I hope you don't get evicted from where you live, Andrew, from all this yelling. Because you definitely got hyped a few times tonight. Has this week been the most hyped week you've been on Clubhouse for a while? Converse, you're with Andrew. You were with him quite a bit. Is this the most hyped he's been in a long time? No. Okay.
Lord Fraser, we know you have the Bruce's word for trial. Hand them over and explode the castle. No, they will not hear your Royal Highness. Loose.
Very nice with New York.
God, I will open the gate.
One track
Highness, I don't know. Where are his wife and daughter? They left for Tambury on Tuesday. Where's your brother? I swear I don't know. You forced my hand, Leo. Your Highness, I swear. You're clean. Where's the goose? They don't know. Hang them both up for all to see what becomes of those who support the outlaw Bruce. Take the women to England, seize all his land, leave him with nothing. This is Chicago.
Go work a little bit longer.
So what was the conclusion? Yeah, real quick.
Chance for like a final thought. If like anyone wants to come up and give a final thought.
I love Ryan. I love Ryan Mullins. I agree with Ryan Mullins on ontology that like God has an unchanging essence, and he also has accidental properties. So it's probably hard for you guys to like wrap your analytic brains around this, but God can change, and God can't change at the same time, right? Isn't that wild? Yeah.
English change.
Thank you, P-Mars, for those thoughts. Okay, P-Mars is done. And I sent you the invite after I saw your hand get raised. Final thoughts.
Mirna believes in God now. No.
Oh, that is nice.
Lie.
You believe in God now?
Untrue. It's untrue.
No. Hey, Mirna, you told me that you're adopting a theistic view, but it was some weird theistic view. What was it? Mirna? Mirna.
Shut up.
Andrew, you owned rap so today.
Oh, brother, it was straight slavery. I know.
Horrible. Andrew, can we go back and listen to that? I want to see.
I really might. I might have to. If you want to.
Now that you've got people
Yeah, I might have to put it on. Let me
we
try.
trigger all those people.
Let me see what you guys think here. Hold on, let me put it on real quick.
Okay, thanks, bud.
Real quick.
Andrew, you're turning into a degenerate.
No, Congress, it's okay. Congress, you're acting like, don't be on like, so it's like, why are you putting Andrew on such a pedestal as if he wasn't already like this?
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
want-
exactly. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Here, let me tell me what you think of my picture. Converse, what do you think?
Research and like just look it up and be like, oh my god, like this video is full of a bunch of fucking bullshit. And then in actuality, these videos have been refuted because they
I don't know
show
which
how
one's more attractive.
The reason I like it
and a guy like 30
is
years
because
later
they think
had
I did.
that's the technology.
So it's a twofold thing.
You should be proud of that.
They think I like the mango person, right? So that's one thing.
But the woman who invented that was a black woman. The Thermo King, like I said, for refrigerated semis,
video games, super
refrigerated
soldier,
transportation has modernized the entire world. Where
gas
you can take
mask,
fucking
washer and
beef
dry.
from Texas and you can ship it to places like fucking Japan or fucking Germany, and these people can eat the same beef that came from fucking Germany, and you don't have to cover it in fucking salt because we have refrigeration systems. That was invented by fucking the guy from Thermo King.
It wasn't Thermo
Like, you should
King.
tout that out all the
It wasn't Thermo King. It was actually Frederick Jones, who, in conjunction with Birdseye,
it was
Birdseye
the guy
discovered a way
who
to flash
started-
freeze. Hold on. Birdseye discovered a way to flash freeze, but Frederick Jones figured out the way to transport that through refrigerated railroad cars to deliver it all to the
Yeah,
Southwest.
and it ended up later on
Hold on,
becoming.
dude. I let you speak so
No,
long.
I already read all this. It became Thermo King.
I'm glad you read it on ChatGPT. I'm actually.
I did it, and I actually watched it from a YouTube video.
Sure.
The
No,
review.
you know that.
I read those. The moderate
Yeah, he helped found the company Thermo King.
You submit to that white man.
We're going to let Viking finish, and then we're going to hear from somebody that's black.
So I'm going to say this: without Frederick Jones's ability, in conjunction with Birdseye,
Hey, can one of you
with
guys
AC.
give me like $20 on?
no. So without that invention, the entire South, the West, the Southwest, Arizona, all these places would still be unsettled today. They would not be the proliferation that there were, and many parts of the world.
Bro, if I was black, I would be talking.
Oh, Jesus Christ. They too, you know what? I give up. Like, you know what, Cypher? Himothy, here you go. Frederick Jones worked in conjunction with Birdseye to actually help feed the fucking world. And they figured out the way to flash freeze it, transport it, and get it to you while building fucking ice boxes and delivering them, paying for people to have them all throughout the West and in the South, particularly with freed black people who were suffering under, guess what? Jim Crow. So Jones' invention literally opened up the entire industry that you have today and the ability to transport it. Now, it has evolved, but he's the first to have those constructs and build them up. But because somebody read it off of ChatGPT, typed in, like, what do black people invent, and then read it off like they never bothered to actually name the person or actually have the history and understand how it worked in conjunction and how it propelled and uplifted one of the biggest brands of our modern age, which was Birdseye.
And Thermo
Thank
King.
you, Frederick Jones.
He also
Wait,
Thermo King.
wait, hold on. I said black guy can go, but Matt, I was told that Matt is one of us now. He is a nigger, according to Pepe, so I'm going to yield the mic to Matt.
the biggest nigger on the stage. Go ahead.
I am.
Matt.
Yeah. I'm big and obese.
Holy fuck, Matt, you can talk?
Yeah.
Matt, welcome to the brotherhood, brother.
No, I was going to mention, and this is not trolling either. I had mentioned it the other night when we were talking about this very topic, and people kind of laughed it off. But the doorknob, like, this is like, it's actually pretty big if you think about it. Like, you could, like, without the doorknob, just imagine trying to, like, get around, man. Like, that's pretty big. So that was in 1829. That was, you can look it up, Jacob Osborne. Now, he got a patent. He made it just that much better, but it kind of just came out of nowhere, though. It was kind of gradually built upon. But he's the one that got the patent, man. He's a black man. So there you go. You guys got the doorknob. I think that's pretty big.
We need your number one pick, Black Bolt.
Actually, Matt, if you look up his patent,
Wait, hold on. See, hold on. I know that, Rich. It's a little shaky. Go ahead, Matt. What year? 1829, yeah.
But it wasn't slavery still going on at that time?
Pretty sure they had doorknobs before 1829, motherfucker.
They were gradually, like I said, I said they were gradually working on it. Like, so it was a work in progress. With this guy, it was like, oh, look at this. I'm gonna patent this.
Yeah, but they were free.
Joe, it was a certain type of doorknob that never caught on, Joe, that never became popular, that died off in like fucking the time that he fucking invented it.
Yeah, he got it, Rich, and he probably made it better, whatever.
He got a patent for a doorknob.
All right, so you guys, what's your number one invention? Let's get something on the board.
I would go with Jones for them if you're gonna say like.
Is this for the blacks or the whites?
Yeah, they have to come up with that on their own.
Are we going with,
They haven't done that for 400 years.
should we take internet? I mean, internet's pretty good.
You know what happened before the last 400 years?
I don't think that we can actually. I think
The people that had a dark age in the medieval times.
No, you can't count the internet. That was a
If you're
Jew.
not black,
Jews,
I don't want to. If you're not black, I don't want to hear from you.
Go ahead, blacks. Let's go. And then we'll go to C for hers. Go ahead, blacks.
I'm actually Negro, so. I'll
That's
just.
only black people allowed to talk on here.
No, just going black.
No, ma'am. White males have already done their thing.
You're next.
Okay, well, shut your horn, crack your mouth, bitch. Let's get that.
That's sad. He chose the fitting you, Peppy. That's okay.
I love her.
C.J. Water,
No, we love
1905, built a hair care empire, empowering women worldwide. 2, Granville Woods, 1887, invented the electric trolley system.
Okay, so hair care is your submission?
Garrett Morgan, 1914, asterisk.
We're looking for one right now. Just one. Can you guys not... You guys have to work together and discuss among yourselves for your submission.
Well, we can't let them do this thing. This is what Rich was talking about. Like, they say, like, oh, we invented the car.
I literally was condensing it down into like a 1-minute submission. You guys don't have to be able for that.
No, but we're doing it one by one.
We're doing it one by one. You guys gave fucking 20 different examples on your end, sir.
No, look at the board up top. Transistors are number one.
No, that's not. No, that's you guys had 20 fucking different submissions.
Yeah, we're trying to
5
pick
different
the
motherfuckers.
It's called discussion and then consensus. And then we're going to move on to the next.
Beaver, that's not fair, bro, and you know it. But that's cool.
Not fair.
Hey, it's all good. We know the nature. We know your nature. It's all good.
we mob you. Yeah, no, even Othello, come on, man. How come you're not?
Cypher.
You're always like
know what you're saying right
crazy, pro-black guy. Come on, Othello, get in there.
You guys can't give us one. You're
He's got one.
I got 10 of them. You want to listen to the 10 in less than a minute?
We created the first. Hold on. In the Congo, we created the first calendar, and we also have the earliest mathematical device called the Ishango bone.
So we need real stuff. That's
Dated back. Well, we have to start somewhere. Just like a lot of you guys don't even know about the Iroquois and how they helped inspire the founding fathers to unite in one.
So y'all's number one is the Ashango bone?
I think number one because that's the number that was the first.
Put it on the board.
No, that's what.
Also the first instance of accounting.
All right,
All right, I picked it for you since you guys couldn't decide. It's three.
But mathematics were North African, basically people that were related to whites that split off from whites, and they were separated by hundreds of miles of impassable desert unless you were going to go down the Nile.
And you would burn up in that weather, sir.
So literally, you had basically people that were Eurasian that invented this shit. And like, look, we can look at Mesopotamia, we can look at Egypt, we can look at we can look at Greece, we can look at the Romans. What do these civilizations all have in common? They're all right there in the Mediterranean. They can traverse to each other's territory relatively easily. Yet they were the, I guess you say, foundations of Western civilization. Now, when the barbarians, which is primarily referring to the Germanic tribes, what's really funny about them is that these barbarians, once they were modernized, met with basically they were, when it comes to educational systems, when it comes to basically when they were introduced to a system that could foster a something conducive to having a productive society, they did thrive overall. There's no denying that. And if you look at like the last 500 years,
when they were civilized.
Yes, when they were civilized, the last 500 years, I'm not a Northwestern European, but when it comes to, if we can like really look at who were the most innovative people in the last 500 years, primarily Northwestern Europeans, but of course we can look at the Spanish, the Portuguese. These are people that were, they dominated huge swaths of the globe.
Pepe, when was the last great black civilization?
There was never one that existed.
Othello, when was the last great black civilization?
You have a lot. You have the Akan. You have, you have a lot of different kingdoms that's found in Western Africa.
So what was the one that was closest to the time we're at now?
I will say, check out the Akan.
What years are we talking here?
What year was that?
Hold on.
He doesn't know.
Because if you go to like the Musas, like the Mansa Musa and all the Musas or whatever, that's like what? That's like the.
But Mansa Musa was fucking blue-eyed, straight hair.
If you guys are still talking about inventions for black people, I mean, we can just go to the Oldowantus, the oldest archaeological tools that have been found in all of the world. No other place has them, and they existed about 2.6 million years ago. And then from there, you've got the axe, the Oldowan axe, and then if you really want to go through, archaeologists actually believe that the first iron smelting, which is a huge propellant going forward, was in sub-Saharan Africa. It didn't occur in Europe. It didn't occur in Asia.
What was the last great black civilization? I can get it over.
Well, one of the things was not the doorknob, by the way.
I mean, what are you doing? What are you finding as
Like Timbuktu, right?
One mic on the white female. Go ahead.
Is everyone having a good Tuesday? How about that? I just want to know. Hey, Becky.
Yeah, doing great.
Steve, can you come up with an invention that white people that you like?
Songhai Empire 1591.
See, can you come up with one or no?
No, I can't. I just want to see how you guys are doing.
Okay. All right.
If we're not going to center the crazy one.
Oh,
I would say the last great, Mike, in answer to your question, it would probably be the Ethiopian Empire. It ended in 1974.
Are you upset? Like, are you what's going on? Like,
I mean, you asked for the last great Black American Black Empire.
Are you ever going to
listen, just go back to digging people's pockets for change or whatever it is you do. But if you're asking for like the last true empire, it would be the Ethiopia one, 1974.
Yeah, they were never colonized, right? They were never
colonized. Yes, they were never colonized in the essence that we were.
Like, fuck you,
Eritreans take it very personally whenever you call them Ethiopian.
You're an idiot.
Because we need to know what's an Eritrean.
You know, you can just.
We all know what's an Eritrean.
Bro, nobody's cracking out.
You're.
Alright, so are we done with this exercise?
The devil.
Yes, we concede.
Yeah,
I'm speaking for the blacks.
Talk shit to women. Don't do that.
Our
Why
leader
do
has
that,
left.
Maxine?
We concede, man. Our leader
I
left.
think
I'm going in the flag.
take this on? Can I bash the white woman for a minute?
Why? Why? Fight in.
You don't. She's such low hanging fruit. Don't you have Matt back?
No, I mean you gotta ask Pepe for Matt back.
Fuck you, Pepe, too.
Fuck
you, Pepe. Fuck you. Fuck Viking. You guys are losers here.
I'm sorry, I would like 3 of these guys' dicks, one of them pushing, one of them lying about it.
I actually want to keep Matt on the nigga side, man, because Matt's a good person, a good guy.
Right,
so I don't want
just don't chase that sea snow bunny. Like you don't want that
But
STD.
once again, Cypher, he can't. Okay, I brought up all of the claims which he will hold: the original Chinese dynasties, the original samurais, the original Jews, the original indigenous Americans, the Romans, the Spaniards.
And I remember when Pepe had a room last year, and everyone in Clubhouse.
Okay, hold on, you're derailing.
They were talking all
Jesus Christ, bitch, you're derailing.
I was actually gonna sue you. There was a room.
Shut your white whore mouth, you stupid bitch. Now, you literally have.
No, Pepe.
Can you imagine you?
No, Pepe.
So okay, I was right in the middle of talking, you dumb bitch. God damn, so rude. So, okay, but according to Cypher, also, the original, Iraqi, I guess
Literally, people were talking.
You know what? I don't advocate for hitting women as a guy, but I do understand.
Yeah, I know.
Why do you laugh?
Yeah, this is so obnoxious.
She's not representing the white race.
Yeah, you can have her.
Yeah, if you get raped and killed by a bunch of niggers, I still wouldn't go to your funeral.
Whoa, come on now, Pepe.
Pepe, people were gonna sue you last year.
Come on, man.
You went to another room. You were gonna get sued. I believe you did.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get sued. All right.
No. Honestly, I want to make it clear. This is the truth. And they were gonna sue you. You fucking.
Hold on.
This is a white infight.
Hold on.
Grow up.
Hold on.
Let him crack out.
No, wait, hold on, because this is important. I want to hold on because I just heard Pepe say, go along with the blacks, blah blah blah, rape and all this other shit. But brother, just the other day, you were saying that wasn't a fair thing to say when the black man said that y'all do that shit, bro. So how is it 2 days later, you're now on the stage saying the same shit, bro?
What wasn't fair? What?
You said the blacks. You said she go over with the blacks so they could just rape her and do all this other shit. Is that what you just said, correct?
No, I said it would be cool if she got raped by a black and killed. Yeah, nice.
But then you said the other day though, when the black man was projecting that on the white culture, you said that wasn't right. And that's why you went out your way to call him a nigger.
No, statistically. So I believe this was yesterday or the day before. So you had these people who came in and they're like, hey, white people like to we like to do all of this shit. But then I was like, okay, well, let's look at the numbers. I've had this debate with these trolls a million times. Numerically in America, yes, whites will commit child sex offenses numerically in a larger number. But when it comes to rates, African Americans are double proportional to their population, twice the rate. So it's kind of like, if you were to basically have to judge somebody by just their race alone, there'd be a high or at least a correlation when it comes to a black male that you're twice as likely to be raped by a black male versus a white male if you're a child. Absolute fact.
That's
They don't-
lie.
they
You
don't
guys
like it when I say that
overrepresent
stuff.
yourselves as rape. You guys overrepresent yourselves as rape and sexual assault.
Yeah, that's not true.
We do not know we're underrepresented.
No, it's 65
Pepe, that's not true, bro.
That's a
No,
white
it's
man.
absolutely true.
It's 65 to 70% white rapes and sexual assault.
No,
you have to do per capita.
no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
wait,
yeah.
no, it was 50-some%.
No, it's not.
No, if you look at the latest numbers, look.
No.
Hold on. Hold on.
Othello, you're 3 times more likely to be raped by a black person than a white person.
Hold on.
Typically around 65% to
Sure.
the broader racial demographic.
Okay, but if you look at it, 50-some%.
You overrepresent yourself.
No,
We are 3 times more likely to rape than we are.
No.
Yeah,
Per capita, you are. Per capita.
You faggots,
You're not 70%.
We looked at this 2 days ago. We did the math. I explained it per capita. You're almost 3 times more likely.
No, you guys are 65.
No, you're wrong.
You overrepresent yourself.
You're wrong. I don't want to go through it again. You're wrong.
FBI data. FBI crime.
Yes, do the math.
The blacks are a bunch of raping niggers. That's what's going on.
If you do that,
to say it like that.
literally, you have black people that are highly overrepresented. Especially when it comes to kitty touching, about twice the rate of white men. When it comes to sexual offense,
There's probably white skins in
literally
there.
FBI crime statistics. This is so goddamn retarded. But every time we can have data that's actually collected, you guys want to say, "Oh, bullshit." Do you know that's racist?
I'm looking at the data right now. FBI Data Explorer will show that white individuals comprise the majority of total arrests for rape.
Total, you god. Are you really doing this? Are you really proving?
You gotta adjust, man.
Are you really, Othello? Are you literally proving
he doesn't recognize per capita?
Okay, you're doing the per capita.
Okay,
This is
you
where
guys are not 70% of the population. You overrepresent yourself.
Jesus goddamn Christ.
He's a smooth living, Pepe.
If we look at the quote unquote white population, 6 or so years ago, the white population, it was like hovering around 60, but if you exclude people that are likely of MENA origin, Middle Eastern, North African, we're closer to 57%. We've probably gotten lower since then. On a per capita basis, and you have to understand, you have to. Most Latinos, like if you get arrested, whatever, go to prison, they classify you as white, but your ethnicity is Mexican or Latino. Here they say in Arizona, for a very specific purpose, they put Mexican American versus Mexican national.
Because of all the illegals, Pepe.
No. It's so when you get booked into a jail or go to prison here, the Mexican nationals and the Mexican Americans are in entirely different camps, and so for security reasons, they have to classify them and make sure that they keep tabs of who everybody is. It's not.
Maybe you should let a fellow respond.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Who's speaking?
Dude, who the fuck are you, Pepe? Get the fuck off this app.
You can shut the fuck up, right? You bring out on every app while you get kicked out.
Pepe, the reason I know you is because
only Gary's house.
No, Pepe, you don't want to hear this again because.
See, you were just sucking my dick a minute ago, but you get kicked out of every house.
I thought you would have cleaned your shit up by now, but you're
still a dirty dick, see?
You are sick, dude. You really should not be allowed on this app.
Dirty dick.
I should not be on this app. Amazing.
Worse than
You
Rich.
should not be on this fucking app.
Amazing.
Fucking Rich.
We do agree that you belong in a mental hospital. See?
Dude.
I don't know who this C woman is, but she's about to get a follow from me.
She's a crazy bitch. Like, she's the person that gets kicked down from every.
I heard, like, they have rooms about Peppy. Peppy, sorry to bring up your old life.
Go find yourself a man, bro. Shut your mouth.
You don't want to hear about it. You should know this stuff, Peppy. You should, like, honestly, you don't want to deal with it. The reality is, like, you literally have rooms talking.
The reality is you're just single as fuck and you need to act.
Whoever.
Rape, I wouldn't be conceived. I think rape is a good thing. I owe my existence to it.
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Rape is
My
miraculous.
point is made, okay? Point made.
Well, see, here, I don't want to rape a woman because at the end of the day, if she doesn't want it, I just don't want to hear it with the bitching and nagging and her being, oh, I got raped. I don't want to hear it. I'm not going to make a victim out of you sluts. So, I don't know what it is, but I understand.
Debbie, you're a fucking loser, dude. You're a sick motherfucker. Dude, you don't deserve. Honestly, you're disgusting. And I know more about you than I fucking would ever want to know. You're a sick fucking
See, you're stronger than this.
Dude, Peppy, honestly, I really don't want to even know. I don't know. I honestly mean it. I want to make sure everyone is. You are sick, Peppy. And
why?
You fucking are trying to talk over me. Because you know, Peppy, there's all these people talking about this. This is not, I honestly have to bring this up to your attention because, God damn it, it's pissed me off because
It's not my fault. Most men are scared to rape women. It's not my problem.
told me when you fucking had other
You're a rape baby, just like me. Like Jesus Christ, you would not have been raped.
You got sued, motherfucker. You're a sick motherfucker, Pete, and you fucking know it.
Alright, don't rape, it's too far. Let's not do that.
Yeah, not the great word.
Wait, where's that bit? Oh, man.
Yeah, this is bullshit. Whichever one of you niggers kicked me from the stage, that was bullshit.
It was me.
Okay,
That's
Don't-
gross,
don't-
Pepe. You need to
The rape
apologize.
joke, oh, that's probably, I don't want to get in that house.
okay, I get it. We're in Matt's house. Okay, fair enough. Look, I see you. You were the and you know what's funny is I make rape jokes because they're so inappropriate. They're so shocking. They're so it's for shock value. No, I'm not a rapist, and I obviously I was not conceived by rape.
Now you gotta convince us.
I don't have to convince you faggots of anything. But when I listen to you, see, I have to listen to you siding with a bunch. No, I listen to you, you dumb bitch. You literally side with a bunch of fucking You spend your whole day siding with a bunch of third world fucking jihadists. That's all you fucking do. You stupid cunt.
You're a sick.
You are literally. Okay, tell me about. Okay, I'm just curious. Because you're such an advocate for the pound, you stupid bitch. When they were raping and killing fucking Trin, how did you feel about that? You seem to say silent.
Let's move on.
That's weak.
She's gone. She's gone, and the conversation is not healthy for the room. So it's best if we just talk about something else.
Yeah,
So we get back to the great.
Well, we were talking about the great doorknob controversy.
Might as well just start talking to Israel, man. That's what y'all want to talk about.
Can we not do Jews? I thought this was actually a historical, really great thing because we were going down like those shit that people didn't know. The Jews, like, can we stop? Just
I feel you, white people. I mean, that's
We have to get out of the way.
want to hear, man.
We have to get out of the way.
Fuck, aren't they 2% of the population globally? Like, I mean,
No, they're 0.2%, but this bitch wants to bitch about them all day, every fucking day.
It's a healthier conversation than blacks going against whites and all this other rape shit that's going on in the room right
I
now.
just thought we were getting somewhere because we were talking about how inventions actually coalesce and work together.
Should
What
be
we're
bad.
doing is the standard butter issues of Clubhouse. So we could do like reparations, we can do Israel.
Same.
Like
We can't do
all the
doorknobs.
stuff, like under a head,
We talk about
or
redwood.
or
Can we go back to COVID?
We'll talk about.
Okay,
anything other than what we've been talking about, man. I'm not
Why don't
going
we talk about how women? Why don't we talk about what irredeemably women? Let me ask you a question. When it comes to women, do you guys not think that at the end of the day, if you're women or there's something wrong with them and how they operate, I 100% blame men.
What? How they could
Because
say
you guys
no?
permitted it. No, but I do see like this is a problem. I'm just curious. Maybe you guys want to talk about it. You don't have to.
Sure. So
yes.
I don't want to. Early civilizations that created pyramids were all non-white. So Egypt and then South America, etc. What is your response to that?
Okay, when you say non-white, so at the time we would make it.
That's not necessarily true.
White is a new world concept. White is a new world concept.
We can't even do. Okay, cool. So the Egyptians built the pyramids.
They weren't the only ones to utilize pyramids in their way back. We found way north, pyramid structures that actually underground. Asians had pyramid structures underground. South America, North America, where we believe we found one recently. So I mean, I think it was probably more of the geometrical shape. I don't think it was actually contrived. I just think it was one of the best weatherproof structures that would stand the test of time. And that was universally accepted.
They weren't black. They weren't black.
It could have been described as a shit pile.
Okay, that's the thing. Euro just said it. Like, this is not black. So do you think
that it was widespread
the blacks went to fucking? Do you think they taught the Aztec how to make fucking pyramids?
I don't know what Pepe say, but I mean, if you're asking me about the geometrical uses of the structure of a pyramid, I just think it's one of the simplest structures to build. Like even when we're doing survival tactics in the brush, we'll use like an A-frame, which kind of looks like a pyramid. We'll use that triangular structure to hold and fortify and give a peak. So, I mean, it's even common in your homes today. You're still using a version of, quote, a pyramid of sorts because it's the most stable structure to be against weather.
Civilizations, non-white civilizations were. So I don't know why.
And Pepe, I wanted to tell you something. I mean, really it's weird to me to compare like this about the black and white. And also, I saw that you forgot to tell many things about the Eastern innovation. So in last maybe 600 or 700 years ago, I think that you need to study a little more about that.
I didn't deny that.
I just wanted to tell something about my own country because this is something I know, but I'm sure that
the Persians 1,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago were chucking spears. They were not much. Well, I don't want to say that, but I'll compare them somewhat to Native Americans when we first encountered them. Yes, we did not invent what I would call civilizations in Northwestern Europe. In fact, I would say Northwestern Europeans were, in a large context, one of the last people to be quote unquote civilized. I'm not making that claim. I'm not trying to take credit for achievements and advancements that occurred before them.
Yeah, Pepe, I don't know why you keep using this term Northwestern Europeans. So the standard terminology is either Western Europeans or Northern Europeans.
Sure. The reason why is very simple. So if we were to look at like trade, who was basic. Okay, so all along the Mediterranean, you had a lot of trade. You had the sharing of different knowledge and goods. Northwestern Europe, it's the furthermost extremity from the Mediterranean, at least in Europe, and so they were the quote unquote barbarians. They were amongst the last to be civilized. If we look at the people that were the first, like amongst the first to be civilized, they were the southeastern Europeans. Like you can't deny that.
No, I think that you're absolutely wrong about the first civilization has happened has happened in Asia, and I think that
No, I said the first civilizations in Europe were southeastern European. You cannot deny that. The Greeks and then the Romans.
Yeah, but they're not.
Okay, yeah, and then in that time, if you wanted to go back,
making up.
if you're gonna
How
go
am
back
I
in that
making
time,
this up? How am I making this? Which part am I making up?
Divisions. We have Western Europeans versus Eastern Europeans.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about
Southern Europeans.
I'm talking about no.
What are we doing?
No, I'm talking historically. Okay, what we call today Eastern versus Western Europe is somewhat meaningless. What we can look at are the people that lived in Europe at the time. Hold on. We can look at the people that lived in Europe at the time. Okay, it was Rome is east. Rome is east. Rome is east. No, Rome is east of the north. Okay, Rome is east of the fucking the French. It's east of the pretty much France. A good chunk of fucking Scandinavia. What are you? I'm not coming up with anything.
Western Europe. It's never been called Eastern Europe. And
when did I say you fucking kike? When did I say that Rome was part of Eastern Europe? Like you fucking retard.
Eastern Europe.
Southeastern Europe. It literally started. Okay, which did the Greeks? Was it the Greeks first or was it the Romans first? Okay, I probably need to reconnect. My mic is probably low.
You made it up. It doesn't.
I don't know why you keep using this term Northwestern European.
There's been a yellow.
Terminology.
Go ahead.
No, this is bullshit. Okay, okay, first of all, what is further east? It is Greece, and I know I was Minnie Mousing, so you could just we look at the Roman Empire. We look at how it expanded in Europe. It was literally Northwestern Europeans. Yes, the English. We can look at the Dutch, the Scandinavians. We can look at all of these people. The Germanic people as a whole. Spain. I would say anybody that existed along the Mediterranean. They obviously had. It was easier to traverse.
Yes. So you're talking about North versus South again. So
North versus South and East versus West. Okay. Okay, but North. Okay, Jesus goddamn Christ, this is so simple. When it came to the advancements that were shared through trade along the Mediterranean, did not spread both west and north.
Yeah, both. It went west from, let's say, India, and it went east from, say, Egypt.
Wait, but he's talking about from the time of Rome.
Yes, from the time of Rome.
West and east.
Okay, from Rome, did it not travel west and north? It obviously did.
No, it traveled west, north, and east, and completely surrounded the Mediterranean. That's what.
Okay, see, if you want to talk about the Byzantine, so you want to talk about the Byzantine Empire?
No, even before the Byzantine.
Okay, who introduced Christianity to the fucking north?
There's a reason why historians don't use that term. So you want to make up a new term, you're gonna have to kind
of. What new term?
And the terms that are used to describe Europe are Western Europe, Eastern Europe, and Northern Europe versus Southern Europe. Not North, West, South, East. Rome.
Okay, I'm using quadrants. But what's really funny is at the same time. What's really funny is at the same time.
You fucking nerds are
you said that they make a differentiation between the West and North and South. I'm breaking them up in quadrants because literally you saw at different times. Okay, because literally Northwest versus the Southeast. They're furthest from each other. You get differences. Now, I get it that especially the East versus West differences are I would say, probably more stark culturally. But it's still, at the end of the day, when it comes to a historical, when